Once upon a time, I bought a Nissan 350Z that was wrecked, abandoned, and the most disgusting car I've ever seen. Not even an idiot would touch this thing, let alone think about trying to rebuild it. Welcome to Elsie's World. I'm Michael Elsie, and I love to punish myself, so let the games begin. I just bought this car sight unseen.
We still don't see it. No good car is found out in the woods like this. You know there's a reason why cars are in the woods, right? It's like where they go to die.
Why?
Like, you don't usually buy a car out of the woods. That's where you take a car when you're done with it.
We need to put some protective gear on before we go down under, because it's down and it's under a lot. Come on, let's see.
It's a terrible idea. Snake! Does this car run?
It ran when parked.
Well, this is not parked.
It looks like it fell.
That's your idea, man.
Good thing about being out here super early is all the wildlife is still asleep.
The
right touch.
First problem.
Oh, look, someone else has beat us to the punch here. Oh man, look at the headrest. Ugh. Dude. Oh god, look at the ashtray.
Look at all the webs in there. Look at the...
Is that cigarettes? We got a smoker. Oh, dude. Oh, this is...
But it smells like locker room. Oh, but at least it's an automatic. That's what you want, an automatic. It's like an animal urinal.
It's $500. I can make money off this. Most 350Zs in good shape are like $8,000.
You don't make money off this. It's stuck.
Wait.
Because why would it...
Oh,
it's rare. Look at that.
That's custom. Let's check the oil.
It's got something in it.
It's got
some oil.
It's got oil, so we're gonna...
You know what? Can I have $500?
For what?
If you throw money away, I'll take $500. Don't you have an accounting degree?
Well, it's a minor in accounting.
You can get $200 for this scrap. You might could get your $500 back.
I forgot to tell you, it's got a clean title. Look, it looks better already. Let's see if it runs first. We can put a little juice on the battery. It's got belts on it. It's got oil. It's got coolant. And guess what? It's green. Not supposed to be green. Green coolant in this car. Oh. It smells like high school in here.
Mm-hmm. What?
I didn't even turn the key.
Now it's worth the money.
It doesn't sound good. Dude, it cranked right up. I did not touch the key and it just cranked. Whew. It smells like straight gas.
Like hamsters in the ignition.
It's scuba diving.
Yeah. What'd you say about it running?
It runs.
Yeah.
All we have to do is get up to the hill.
That's it. That's all we gotta do.
What happened?
Nothing happened.
This might have been a bad idea.
Yeah. I wish I had said something.
Is there a tree up there?
There's like a bunch of trees.
We just need a running start. It's not running good. It runs. It runs. The tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that tree.
You know what? I'm gonna try to put some fresh gas in it.
That's what you think?
Yeah. We'll put some fresh gas in it.
Okay, yeah.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
If you're anything like me, you enjoy rebuilding cars, and you've probably spent countless hours on insurance auction sites browsing for that perfect project car. I always run into this problem where I don't have a dealer's license, and dealer's licenses are very expensive and time consuming to get. Thanks to today's sponsor, Auto Bidmaster, you can now buy these cars on your own at home. If you use their website, they have all the major auction sites in one place to make it super easy, and they offer 4 different membership packages depending on your budget. They also have document handling and vehicle shipping in case that dream project of yours is on the other side of the country. If bidding isn't your style, they also have buy it now options, and like this Nissan 350Z, some of them even have clean titles. Auto Bidmaster has been in business for over 15 years, and they have a staff that speaks multiple languages. Check the description below for my own personal link to go to Auto Bidmaster's website, become a member, and save yourself $50 using the code Elsie's World. And a huge thank you to Auto Bidmaster for helping to support the channel today. Now, let's get back to work.
This car should be called Bless His Heart.
This is everyone's Tokyo Drift dream. I mean, come on, like Tokyo Drift, this car was gangster, right? This car was dope. And
That's how old it is.
it's what, 8 years ago?
No, 21. What? 21 years ago? Did you turn it off?
No.
Did you turn it off?
You're gonna be the first one that tries to buy this from me.
Promise I'm not.
Maybe it'll run a little better. It smells really old. This isn't going well.
No.
There's gotta be a way to turn this traction control off. If it would just go.
Think you're hung up? Left.
There's our problem.
Go, 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 go.
I'm pretty sure Bigfoot parked this out here.
Bigfoot's a car thief. Go, 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 go. Those your windshield wipers?
That's why it cool down.
Whoa! All right. This is one of those times where we almost had it out of the woods.
Thank you, dad joke of the century.
Good, good. You're the one.
Remember in Christmas Vacation when he has the mental breakdown?
Yeah.
Do we have any eggnog? What the heck just happened? See, this is why you don't use the green coolant.
Yeah.
I'm hoping, I thought the radiator cap just popped off. Like I didn't have it tight, but it's still on there. So do you think do you think this was a good deal? $500?
How much fun did you have trying to get it from there to here? Because that would have been, maybe that's a $500, ticket. So they.
Oh. We're good.
What do you mean we're good?
Come here. Come on in. Come on in. That's that's broken. Ow. That goes to that hose. It just broke.
Okay.
That's it. It's just a hose.
Okay.
Someone's got to make an upgrade for that cooling hose. Thankfully, that's all it was. So we're gonna upgrade all the cooling hoses. Are you not feeling?
No, I just don't think it's a cooling hose. It's just the assessment's a little. I mean,
This isn't looking good. This doesn't look good. So the budget for this is roughly $4,000. I believe we can double our money here. All right, I think we're gonna have to pull this out.
Sounds like a plan.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
You didn't need that front bumper anyway, right?
There's no tow hook, so I didn't really have a choice, but that front bumper was already compromised. At this moment, I was feeling very defeated and that maybe I should have my car buying privileges revoked. But our first victory was accomplished because we did successfully drag this car out of the woods. Let's go to the shop with this thing and get it going, all right?
Sure, yeah, let's.
All right, let's do it.
I'm down.
Well, that was way more dramatic than I wanted it to be. We got a nice funnel, that's good. The tools here, it's disgusting. How are cigarette butts back here?
They like little Virginia Slims too.
Can you smoke those with your left hand? What kind of watch is that?
It's not a Rolex. Pretty sure.
It says Quartz Embassy. Dude, if I can't get the seat to slide, that's gonna be a real problem.
Where's it gonna slide to?
I need to get it out so I can clean under it. Oh. Hey, look in the center console back there.
Oh! Oh, hey.
Oh, there.
When's the last time? Wait. McDonald's does not make this like this anymore.
What year is that from?
This is 08.
No way.
This is an 08. It's a hash brown. Some Jet Pep.
Oh, regular strength caffeine. You can just take caffeine pills?
Yeah.
What is wrong with this country?
Bypass the coffee.
Oh, it is seized. Oh, it's working. No! No! Why? Oh!
What?
There might be a snake under there. I don't know, man. How do you even save this? I don't even know where to start.
Wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more. This floor mat can come out. Ugh. Ugh. Dude. A bunch of rats ate the front of it. Is that a cat?
It's like a whole, it's making a whole new cat.
Oh.
Whoever had this car wasn't healthy.
I mean,
Between the McDonald's, the cigarettes, the caffeine pills.
dude, this thing got hammered. I think the suspension's bent. We're gonna have to check that. Everything's here. It's unmolested.
Oh.
Go. I don't think I'm gonna be able to eat for like 2 days after this. This might have been a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I never claimed to be smart. I bit off a lot here.
This smells like that one ant that you have, the single ant that like smokes.
Dude, no way. There's no way. Oh, have a look, guys. Come on in, everybody.
Oh.
Somehow this car kept getting worse the more we dug into it, and after rebuilding the million-mile Lexus for my friend Tavares, and my wife just gave birth to our second baby girl, I was looking for an easy project to do here on the channel, but it's safe to say this is not going to be that easy project I was looking for.
Maybe you can run like a contest on how many cigarette butts were actually in this car.
I mean, how much money in cigarettes is that? That's got to be more than we paid.
First of
for the
all,
car.
I think that there's over 100 already.
All right, how about this? Cast your votes below in the comments. How many cigarette butts do you think we find in this? Also, if you're a sick person and like watching me struggle, hit the subscribe button.
Is that a nest?
A nest?
Right there. Yeah, what is that? What is that?
Dude, I don't... There's a yellow jacket on the camera. Oh, it's on you, dude. Watch out. It's literally a pile of
It's
dirt.
like a plant could grow in there.
Could, it is. This is a kid's science project.
Oh man, that's
Warheads.
look at that.
That is a throwback. Dude, there's a lot of money under here.
What do you think a detail shop would say? Are those ashes?
Yeah, that's what the bottom volcano looks like. How'd they get under the seat?
We just spilled it, you think?
How hard would it be to put it back where we found it?
I mean, we could just push it back down the hill. Congratulations, man,
Thanks for helping.
for your opportunity. Like anytime. There's nothing like defying the odds.
It's too late. I already bought it, man. It's here at the shop. I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna hammer down and let's see what we can do. This is the ultimate test here. Now that the destroyed seats are out of the way, I can now get all the trash out from under them. This is by far the most disgusting car I have ever seen. At this point, I decided to put the car inside the shop so that I could start fresh the next morning, but little did I know this Nissan has one more party trick up its sleeve that I have never experienced before. It is time to get you outside and cleaned up. Gotta jump it off. Forgot my jump box. You know, it's bad when you gotta use the million-mile... See? I told you! It just tried to start itself. Car's possessed. It literally starts itself. Anyone knows why that happens, let me know in the comments below. While the battery is charging up, I start removing body panels and all the cowl trim so I can thoroughly clean out the years of debris and buildup. Also, most of these body panels are getting replaced anyway, so it's better to get them out of the way now. What am I doing with my life? Well, you might be wondering, how do you turn off a car that won't turn off when you take the key out? This isn't good. I guess we'll start pulling fuses because we're running off alternator. Okay, let's try alternator? No? Okay, don't freak out. This thing? Ah, wow. So obviously this car was hit over here and we need to inspect for damages. I noticed that's not good. It looks like our lower control. Oh yeah, it blew out our lower control arm bushing. But this is a bolt-on bracket. It appears to have smushed that in. And check out the headlight. Then absolutely destroyed. Busted in half headlight, but it still works. So I know the bulb and ballast is good because these are the older HIDs. We can have a look under. It's clean. I don't see anything funny going on. I don't see any rust. These cars just hold dirt right here. That could rust. That's just holding moisture in that. I feel like I can save this carpet, as crazy as that sounds. Something dented in the floor right here. Same as the million mile Lexus. But I don't see any holes, which is good. Looks okay. Little bit of surface rust. Oh. What do y'all think's on this card? More money to add to the budget? You know, it needs a little bit of cleaning up. Oh no! It got the floor here too. Look, that's kicked up. So I need to push that back down. This is my favorite part of a refresh. We got lots of parts here to pressure wash. The car is disassembled and ready to pressure wash. Look at this design. That wasn't the best of Nissan to put this false firewall there, because look how much stuff gets stuck down in there and you can't get it out unless you disassemble the car. Hello, Yellow Jacket. Let's get to scrubbing. And let's have a look at how this turned out. Yes, you are correct. There's going to be water all in the valley and all in my spark plug holes. That's okay. You'll see shortly why I don't care about that. It looks really clean down there. This turned out pretty nice. The paint is absolutely very rough. Can really see the damage on this door now. But overall, it looks really good if you get back far, but there's some sort of Yellow Jacket nest going on somewhere in there. Hey, look at this. Look how much better that is. See, I actually want to work on this now that I know there's not like mice hiding in there. If you're wondering how I'm going to clean this console, I'm going to take it apart. There's a bunch of screws. Look at all these spider webs. But I'm going to take it apart and dissect it to clean it so I can get all the little spots and all the little cracks and crannies, because this is the only real way to get them all. Like, there's more money in there too. If I pull this off, this is gonna be a very nice car when I'm done. Oh, dude, this is worse than the Lexus. There's more. It's forest gunk. It's coming out. I think we're gonna be able to save a lot of this interior. The carpet is next. I got my UV light cleaner going full speed right here, and I have my other UV light cleaner right here, finishing off our center console. I'm really worried about whatever that is. I don't know if that stuff's ever gonna come out. I let the carpet soak in the cleaner for a while to help break up all the gunk and buildup, and then I began pressure washing all of our problems away. It seems coffee, dirt, and cigarette tar have been this carpet's best friend the past few years, but it's time for them to have a little breakup. All right, I got the carpet hanging like a fresh slice of meat at a butcher. After letting the carpet dry out with a fan blowing on it, I then take it down and discover most of the cat hair is still lodged deep into the fabric. But I have just the right tool to make quick work of this. This is called the Spiral Tornado Air Blower Tool. I got it off Amazon for $40, and it uses compressed air and high-speed rotation to kick out any debris embedded into the carpet. This tool is clearly no gimmick, as you can see all the small stones dislodging themselves that even the pressure washer left behind. You can see the carpet does have permanent stains that cannot be cleaned out to my knowledge, so I now use carpet dye to bring the color of the carpet back to life. I simply put on a light coating and then rub it in with a microfiber to make sure that the dye seeps into all the weaves of the carpet. This carpet turned out amazing! I love this. This is very rewarding. Carpet dye is the greatest thing since sliced biscuits. But yeah, it looks great, man. Look at this. The dye is completely dried. This is the same carpet that had stuff growing in it, and it looks literally brand new. Carpet dye really brought this stuff back to life. These are the parts I'll be cleaning up next. It's time to shine it up a little bit. Come on, y'all. Come on. All right, on to the next. I use general purpose interior cleaner to help break down all the gunk and cigarette tar off the surfaces of the parts. Then I simply wipe them down with a microfiber towel, then go back over them with a protective interior dressing to make them shine and help protect these parts. This has been a lot of work. I hope this will inspire the millions.
Millions.
This thing is coming along so good. I hope y'all can see the vision that I see. In the words of Metallica, never say never. Or maybe that was Jack Sparrow. There's paint spilled all in this car. I mean, look. Before I reinstall the carpet, I go ahead and repair these dented up floor pans by massaging them out with a hammer and a block of wood. Now the reason we use a block of wood instead of hammering directly onto the metal is the wood softens the blow just enough to not heavily distort the metal as it goes back into the original place where it once was. After this, I'll use an abrasive wheel to strip away all the rust and old paint and go down to bare metal, then reapply a primer and paint so that the rust will not come back. So this steering wheel is in bad shape, and I want to make this car way cooler than it was, so Nissan really doesn't want you to take the steering wheel off, so they use these security bits that have a hole in the center and it's a hex, so have to get a special tool for that. Let's see if we can get it off without stripping it. I have a feeling these are thread locked. A very helpful tip I forgot to mention here is if you are worried about stripping a bolt because of thread lock on it, you can heat up the bolt with a torch and it will help the thread lock break away. Yeah, that sounded bad. Hey, yep, blue thread locker. They always do this. They do not want you messing with the factory airbag. We're gonna do just that. We gotta get the center out, and then we can take the whole steering wheel off. Just have to break this 19mm nut loose. Liam Neeson.
Skills.
Neeson. I want my horn to work, and I actually don't know how to do that. We're gonna figure this out together, so let's get going. Let's see. There's our steering wheel and a bunch of parts and wires. Now this guy definitely just goes right here. I can see a little indentation here, so I believe that's like center to the rack. I have the front wheels going as straight as possible. Put this on, and there's a little mark right here. So I'm gonna line that up. Typically the way the horns work is it's a completed ground circuit. So once you push the button, it's basically just completing a ground and letting the horn honk. I don't even know if the horn works on this car, but if this is correct, then the horn should honk when I connect these two. All right, our horn works. Now we just have to figure out how you put this on, and this has to somehow, yeah. So I think this goes on like that, and one of the ground wires goes, oh, no, okay. I started doing what I do best, which is throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks, and well, I found out that this quick release pushes the steering wheel way far back, so I end up mounting the steering wheel directly to the steering wheel adapter onto the steering column. I got it figured out. It's way more simple when you're not using a quick release. The horn doesn't work. What happens is this guy has to be grounded on that little ring. So that's why these were included. Once we have that on, it'll be grounded. So this just plugs in, and that's it. Very simple. This is really neat. We got our legit Vertex steering wheel in this thing. Whoa. This headliner is covered in tar. That's all cigarette tar. We need to clean this headliner bad. Next order of business is removing the headliner so we can thoroughly and properly clean it. Now, clean headliners outside of the car because you do have to get them wet, and I don't want any more gravity trying to separate the fabric from the fiberboard. Whoa, what was that? Oh, it's touching me. Something holding it. Hey, can y'all do me a favor and let me know if you see anything up there? For our overhead light wire. Okay. That wasn't so bad. It's November. Why am I sweating? Let's see what we're working with. That's what it's supposed to look like. And that's what it looks like after many years of smoking and neglect. I went and spent $125 on a steam cleaner. I'm sure real detailers have been screaming at the TV watching this. I'm slowly upgrading equipment here. As I start to use my new toy, I quickly realize how bad I've messed up by not getting one of these sooner. It heats up the material so fast with steam, it just melts away this dirt and tar. Now, I did use the general purpose interior cleaner, again to help loosen up all of the debris before hitting it with the steam cleaner. I also purchased the wrong steam cleaner that does not have a vacuum attachment while steaming it, so I have one of those on order for next time. I'm sure we'll be seeing that here soon. For the really stubborn spots, I found what works best is hitting it again with the interior cleaner, scrubbing it in with a light brushing, and then hitting it again with a steam cleaner, and repeat this process until you're happy with the results. We have a really bad dent right here, and I want to hammer it out from the bottom and be able to dolly it from the top, but hopefully there's no structure under here to where we can actually do that. So, no, why? So there just so happens to be a brace right there. I think I can still get to it. It's just not going to be as easy. All right, so there is a hole to where I can get barely under this dent, but I kind of need 3 hands. I need to hold the dolly around the outside of the dent and then push the center. That way it doesn't raise all the metal with it. I'm going to try to carefully do this from the inside. I was really wanting to stay on task and only work on interior right now, but while the headliner is out, I needed to take care of this dent. It just barely needs to come up, so I'm gonna get my PDR stick and go from the bottom. Here's my PDR stick. Yeah, I need to get more tools. So the problem is, this is the area we're working with, so I have to sneak it up in there. Patience is key here. We're actually almost there. Ah. It's always the smallest dents that give you the most trouble, but now it's time to finally put the carpet back in and start getting most of our interior back in this 350Z. And man, does it look good. It's still too early to celebrate because there is still paint all over some of this interior that we have to get off next, but thankfully we now have a steam cleaner, so let's see what this thing can really do. That paint was no match for the steam cleaner. This door is so clean. Wow, that was a whole lot of gunk. Just need some dressing now. All right, so this is our B-pillar trim, and it's covered in tar, which is kind of hidden on the black surface, but there is paint all over this too, like our door panel.
Now it's finally time to get this headliner back into the car, which is a whole lot of fun by yourself. And then after that, we have to steam clean these seat belts as well, because they are quite disgusting, and that's one of the first things you touch when you get in the car. The paint seems to have been very heavily soaked into these seat belts, so this takes a lot of time and repeating our steps over and over to melt away the paint out of this seat belt. You can see now with every pass of the steam cleaner, more white paint comes out and is very heavily visible on our bucket. That means we're making progress slowly but surely. I purchased new support struts for the hatch since the old ones have completely failed, and unlike the previous owner, I would rather not use PVC pipe to support the hatch and potentially crush me one day.
Let's get these seats in here next. One of the best parts about this 350Z and being a popular tuner car is a lot of companies are making really cool parts like this seat bracket that will help us to mount our aftermarket seat. This goes in like so. It's complicated, but I could make this. I could easily make this out of flat stock steel, but the fact that these two brackets were only $90, so that's gonna save a ton of time.
Mounting aftermarket seats used to be very complicated, but thanks to my partners at Holley Performance, I'm able to use their RaceQuip seat brackets that bolt right up to the side of the seats. Then I simply drill holes and bolt them to the brackets that I just showed you in the car.
Oh yeah, look at this. I love it. Oh, that's awesome. The blue seats are just popping against the black. Look at that. Woo! Look how low they sit too. Got plenty of headroom here. That'll be really nice.
Even the glass has cigarette tar baked into it, so I have to scrub it very heavily to remove all of this. Another quick tip, you may notice I'm using newspaper to clean the glass. That's because the ink in the paper helps to prevent streaks. I don't know how, but it just works.
All right, I splurged again a little bit. I've always wanted these really cool checkerboard, Japanese-inspired floor mats, and I finally got them. I needed new mats anyways. I could have cleaned the other ones, but they were just never gonna be right.
You may have noticed I didn't bother cleaning the automatic shifter. That's because the whole shifter assembly will be going into the garbage can. but we'll get more into that later.
It looks like there's actually hope for this Nissan 350Z. Let's keep going. We're gonna save this car. This engine and transmission need to come out, so we're gonna start pulling parts off, and let's measure this front end. And look at these hood hinges. They are tacoed real bad. It won't even close because it's hitting right here. Look at this hinge. That thing is twisted. See where all the paint's broken away right here? This is definitely bent. You can see how pushed in it is right here. So I'm actually gonna measure this strut towers and make sure that we're okay here. And to do that, we're gonna use this tram gauge. And how this works is we find a hole, such as one right here, and there is the same hole over here. These are called chassis measuring points, like the fender bolt. You can actually use a bunch of different holes, such as that one on the back of the strut and that one on the back of the strut tower there, and just use as many measuring points as you can.
I was able to get the exact measurements and which holes Nissan wants you to measure to make sure that the unibody is square. Now make sure you check with your vehicle manufacturer for the exact procedure if you want to check your car at home. I really wanted to do this since the car was in a front-end collision, just to have that peace of mind. Even though the damage doesn't look that bad, you never know.
I just took a bunch of simple, easy measurements and we're good. As you saw, I just went from hole to hole and just jumping back and forth. The only measurement that was slightly off was right here, is slightly further back than over there, which this bracket can be to blame. So I'm not worried about that because this bracket can be replaced and that'll take care of that measurement. But our strut tower looks nice and square. I feel a lot better with my purchase here, so I think we're gonna be okay. And we got a bunch of clean interior. Woo! The next step, we're gonna pull the engine and transmission out, so I'll see you next video.